So excited. I got my whole setup. Everything's organized so I could recommend the correct books, how I found them. And hopefully you guys will find some that you like that will help you through your awakening and through this ascension process. I know it can be a really confusing time, and for me, books are a really good guidance. And I feel like all these books found me. So they're very special to me, and this video means a lot to be able to share them. This is how I'm going through my awakening right now, or for the last 2 years, is through books. I don't really know how to explain it too much. I just want to share these with you guys, so I hope you enjoy. So this book recommendation video is specifically for like the super out there books. This is gonna be like super cosmic alien books, like my favorite type of books. But if you're not ready for this information, you don't want to watch this video. I will sound like a complete psychopath to anyone who doesn't believe in that stuff. So this video is for people who are like Starseed, Lightworker, whatever you want to call it. Terms are not important. If you know that your soul has lived on other planets and dimensions and that you're here for the shift, this video is for you, because I have so many books like that are like about, oh, so they're like channeled information. Super, super, super special. I love channeled information because it's like I finally get to hear them speak, and it's like, oh, they're talking to me when I'm reading, and it's so exciting because I'm not there yet in my evolution to where I have a connection and can channel information from them. So just reading their channeled words is like so exciting. I just saw 222. So this is the book that got me to even open my mind up enough to believe in aliens. And throughout this book, they tell you like, take deep breaths, because this information you're taking in is like mind blowing. It'll change you forever, and you can't go back after that. You'll be a weird alien lady. So like, just be prepared, guys, because 2 years ago, before my awakening, I didn't believe in aliens.
And you've got to understand, I had no idea that it would be ETs or UFOs or any of this stuff.
Yeah, eventually, at a point in your ascension, you will hit the alien factor. I want to tell you guys a funny story. I was getting really into like Egypt and learning about the pyramids, and the mysteries of the pyramids is what really intrigued me. And I remember me and Jamal talking about that, and he was like, you know, there's like, I've heard that there's people that think that aliens helped build the pyramids, and he said that to me, and I will never forget. And I find it so funny, and I just love telling this story because I'll never forget what I said to him. And I was like, Jamal, if you believe in God, you don't believe in aliens. Like years later, this book, I just remember reading it and taking breaths and soaking that information in, letting it soak in that there are really beings out there. Tom Kenyon, highly recommend, because how he delivers this information is he'll warn you, like, hey, the concepts I'm about to explain are fucking out there. They sound crazy, like a sci-fi movie. It sounds like there's no way that this could be truth. But for the point of entertaining your mind, create this little box. Put anything that's too ridiculous for you to accept as truth in this box, and kind of keep it neutral. Like, you don't believe in it, you don't like not believe in it. I don't know if that makes sense, but basically that's what this book says. And I just love how he does that, because this is information that if you read, like, you might throw the book. Like, you might read this shit and be like, what the fuck? There's no way this could be true, and you just toss it and you lose out on a precious opportunity to expand your consciousness. You have to remain open-minded. That's a big factor for me. Being open-minded about these subjects. Just leave space within you for new concepts, for new growth. Like, don't just cling to your old belief systems just because you were told to. There's new information coming to light, and there's so many different avenues for you guys to find the correct truth about our history. So just do the soul research. Follow your soul's callings, follow your interests, follow any avenue that will just get you to like dig deep into your soul. Then after reading Tom Kenyon's books and finding out that I believe in aliens, then I got hit with the Starseed Lightworker like discovery. 1111. At first, like when I read about Starseed's light workers, I'm like, oh yeah, I know for a fact. Like I was remembering. So basically it's re-remembering. That's what you're doing. All my synchronicities that I experience with books, they're actually like, they confuse me. I didn't understand it at first. I kind of thought like all this stuff was like just for me. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm getting like these synchronicities and these books and all this like esoteric like knowledge. And I think that was kind of tied into a past life for me, because I hardcore like sense that I was tied in with the mystery schools in past lives and keeping that knowledge hidden. And I think that is still ingrained in me, like that it was supposed to be hidden. And then it was that one quote by Albert Einstein. My intuition told me that that was for me to share this knowledge. It wasn't something to keep and guard anymore, maybe in the past, but we're not living in that age anymore. Now this knowledge is out here for everyone. It's just popping up everywhere, ancient wisdom and knowledge, and it's for us. It's for our help with ascension. That's what I've learned anyways. So, all right, let's get back to some more subjects of books. Like, I could literally talk about books for hours, but I know you guys don't want to watch about books for hours. Then I found this one when I went to buy my first Lemurian quartz crystal from a crystal shop called Psychic Reality in Vallejo, California. I went there and I found this book, which talks about not only Lemuria and Atlantis, but a place called Avalon. I've heard of Avalon too. Think I have connections there too. They're all linked and they're all connected, and they're all coming back to help with this shift. So pretty sure that's why I'm feeling called to these books, because I've lived some lifetimes on these civilizations. These are the books that I mentioned that are about the Law of One and Atlantis. And this knowledge is coming back to light for ascension too. All this stuff is so real to me. I don't even care, like, talking about it, how crazy it sounds. Like, because some people who are watching this might not believe in these civilizations, but they're very real to me. But again, if this truth doesn't align with you, you don't have to watch my video. I kind of like have a feeling that whoever is meant to see this video, because that's how the universe works, they will see it. This book I also bought, I forget where I heard of this. Oh, I saw this book at Psychic Reality. I'm gonna post a picture because I took a picture. They had a whole category called Atlantis / consciousness or something like that, but I found these two books there. And they are what led me to Mount Shasta. because after reading about Lemuria and feeling connected with Lemuria, I discovered the Telos books, which talk about how when Lemuria was going underneath and they were sinking, they knew, because they were a telepathic, psychic civilization, they knew and they prepared and they saved their records and any important things, and they went underground in the fifth dimensional city of Telos, which is underneath Mount Shasta. And I know that sounds like a fantasy, but again, everything I'm talking about sounds crazy. And I have a feeling the people watching these videos are the people that don't think this is crazy because they're actually experiencing everything I'm talking about and they get it. So if you don't get it, that's okay too. Like, if you're watching this and you don't understand anything I'm talking about, but you have an open mind, I think that's the most beautiful thing, because it means I'm intriguing your curiosity and you're gonna kind of get intrigued, get interested, and want to research it for yourself. And that's where the fun begins. That's where the rabbit hole begins. So after I got back from Mount Shasta, I was filled with like this magical energy and just started making all these videos. It took me 2 years to get behind the camera, start speaking my truth, start speaking about what I was going through, stop being scared about being judged, and I just made the video, and now I'm talking about all this stuff that I've been wanting to talk about for so long. And it makes me so happy that people ask me like, hey, what are some book recommendations for Ascension Awakening? Like, I would love to share my book recommendations with you guys. Like, I love doing that. It makes me happy. So it's my pleasure.